Massive volatility just hit Shiba Inu. And it's not random. Coinbase just dropped something massive. Everything is getting out of control. However, they also shared something interesting, and this could be the light at the end of the tunnel. Let's break down what's driving this chaos and why Shiba Inu might be at the center of something much bigger. Disclaimer: big news just dropped today, and it's shaking up the whole Shiba Inu community. Coinbase has stirred the pot with some predictions that a bear market might be coming soon, which could affect the entire crypto world, including Shiba Inu. But here's the twist: they also hinted at a bullish turn ahead, and guess who might be in the spotlight? Yep, Shiba Inu. You can actually see this play out right now with how the price is moving. Shiba Inu has been all over the place. Today, dipping a lot through the day, but by the end it bounced back pretty quickly and is slowly getting back to the green. So even with all the UPS and downs, there's still something big brewing today. What's even more interesting is that Shiba Inu's key metrics are seeing some serious action. Whales are starting to make a comeback. Now, the price chart may still be a bit shaky, but behind the scenes things are looking promising. Shiba Inu's on-chain activity is changing, which could signal a recovery is on the horizon. On-chain data reveals a steady rise in Shiba Inu holdings among major whales, a classic signal that smart money might be positioning for a future rally despite current market shakiness, especially over the past month. This is all happening even though the price hasn't been performing its best. Sure, there's been a rise in outflows too, but it seems like whales are just moving their holdings around rather than leaving the market entirely. So while Shiba Inu's price might still be in a vulnerable spot, the activity from big players suggests they're preparing for something more down the road, something to keep an eye on. And here's where it gets even crazier. The hype doesn't stop there. One analyst just pointed out that it's not just Shiba Inu whales making moves. Crypto whales in general are going all out too. And today, something absolutely nuts happened. A Bitcoin whale who'd been in complete hibernation for years came back to life and immediately jumped in to buy a huge chunk of Bitcoin. This whale made a massive purchase on an exchange. 100 Bitcoins were the small fortune. They moved their funds from a hot wallet and made two transactions, one for a massive sum and the other for a much smaller amount. These transactions were spotted and shared on X by the analytics account Look on Chain. So what does this mean? Could this be a sign that big players are preparing for something huge in the market? It's definitely something to keep an eye on. But hold up, I think we know what's the reason behind this. Just today, Coinbase dropped a bombshell announcement. They're sounding the alarm on the state of the crypto market, saying that things could be slipping into bear territory. They pointed out a significant downturn in the overall crypto market, with a huge drop in total market cap, which is now down from where it was at the end of last year. So if Coinbase is predicting a potential dip in the market, why are whales making all these moves right now? Well, here's the exciting twist. Coinbase also mentioned that if the macroeconomic conditions start to stabilize, we could see a strong rebound later in the year, maybe by Q3. That's actually what the whales might be anticipating right now. They're making moves while prices are lower, getting ready for that big rebound. And that's exactly why Shiba Inu could be in the mix too. All this volatility we're seeing might just be a temporary blip. The big players are positioning themselves for the bigger wave coming, and Shiba Inu might just ride it now. Here's where things get even crazier. Just a few days ago, Coinbase dropped another major bombshell, something that's got a lot of people in the Shiba Inu community raising their eyebrows. Coinbase Prime, which is their fancy platform for big institutions offering trading, financing, and custody services, announced it's pulling support for custody of 49 different crypto assets by the end of April. That's huge. They say it's all part of their plan to keep the platform clean and up to top-tier standards for institutional clients, and now naturally. The big question buzzing around is Shiba Inu next? If Shiba Inu were to be delisted from Coinbase, it could have significant implications. Coinbase is one of the largest and most accessible crypto exchanges, especially for casual investors, and get this, most of the Shiba Inu holders are using Coinbase. In fact, at one point around 87% of Coinbase users were buying Shiba Inu, so the impact could really be devastating, especially with the recent silence from Satoshi Kusama and lack of communication. People are starting to wonder, will Coinbase turn its back on Shiba Inu? Well, we really don't think so. And here's why. Shiba Inu is still strong, actually stronger than a lot of people give it credit for. One analyst recently explained that Shiba Inu is still sitting comfortably as the second biggest meme coin on CoinMarketCap, right behind Dogecoin. That's not a small thing, especially when you consider how volatile the market's been lately, even with some price dips and bearish signals here and there. Shiba Inu is still holding its ground, and get this, according to data shared by Shiba Night, Shiba Inu has recently outperformed some of its newer memecoin rivals. That says a lot. It shows that Shiba Inu still matters. It's still got that fire, mostly thanks to its passionate community and the consistent efforts around building and expanding its ecosystem. And speaking of building, Shiba Inu isn't just sitting around. In fact, the dev team just announced something pretty awesome. The Chibarium developers celebrating a massive milestone of crossing 1 billion transactions, launched a brand new builder group. This is a Telegram group where Web3 builders can hop and ask questions and get real help from experienced devs. According to Lucy, Shiba Inu's marketing lead, the idea is simple: community developers helping each other grow, with the Chibarium team ready to support them however they can. The group already has hundreds of aspiring devs jumping in and learning directly from the pros, and it's completely free. So while people might worry about delistings or market dips, Shiba Inu is clearly still building, still relevant, and still pushing forward. And just like that, Shiba Inu keeps riding that bullish wave. The momentum isn't slowing down, and now top analysts are jumping in to predict when the next big rally might happen. Even though 2025 started off a little rough, a group of crypto experts still sees massive upside ahead for Shiba Inu. We're talking about a potential price explosion. Some say it could surge over 7,000% in the coming years. Yeah, you read that right. One of the boldest forecasts out there puts Shiba Inu way above its all-time high, aiming for a future where it sheds a whole zero from its price tag. According to a recent report by Finder, a panel of industry insiders believes Shiba Inu could start heating up again this year. By the end of 2025, the average forecast sees it climbing hundreds of percent from where it is right now. Some are even more bullish, like BitGet's CEO Gracie Chun, who thinks it could go even higher than that. Others are predicting some seriously impressive jumps too. Now, sure, there are always a few doubters out there, but honestly, most of the expert buzz is overwhelmingly positive. And if we look ahead to 2030 and even 2035, that's when things start to sound straight up wild. Analysts are suggesting that by 2035, Shiba Inu could hit a price that would mean it's grown by more than 70 times its current value. That kind of leap isn't just hype, it's backed by a growing loyal community and an ecosystem that just keeps expanding. Shiba Inu isn't just memecoin anymore. It's building real stuff, from Chibarium and the recent dev updates to new tokens like Treat on the horizon. There's a clear roadmap being laid out. This isn't about overnight pumps, it's about long-term vision, strong community backing, and the kind of resilience that's rare in the space. And let's not forget, when the overall crypto market starts heating up again, which a lot of experts believe could happen later this year, Shiba Inu is set to ride that wave, with whales coming back, projects being built, and a dedicated army of supporters pushing it forward. The price really Doesn't have many places to go except up. So, yeah, with everything going on this, recent volatility might not be something we need to stress over. In fact, it could just be part of the bigger picture one that still looks really promising. And Lucy, the lead marketer for Shiba Inu, summed it up perfectly in her latest tweet. She said, just like in life, negativity doesn't lead to prosperity. That hits home, especially right now, because even with the price bouncing up and down, the energy around Shiba Inu is still strong. The community is still building. The whales are slowly creeping back in, and new updates like the Shibarium Builder Group are showing that the devs aren't slowing down either. Shiba Inu's story isn't just about the charts, it's about growth, resilience, and staying focused on the long game. Lucy's message is a reminder that short-term noise doesn't define the future. Shiba Inu has been through wild swings before, and every time it finds a way to bounce back stronger. So yeah, the market might be shaky right now, but the vision is still intact. And if anything, this is just another chapter in a much bigger comeback. But what is your opinion on this? Comment down below. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then turn on the notifications bell on this channel. Missing an important Shiba Inu update might make you lose money, so don't risk it. Also, please share this video with as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there